What was your favorite episode?
I have to choose one. I have two.
You have two?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I already knew things, but you know, whatever. But
Who was your favorite guest?
we had so much fun, and I think that's when we did like that. Was it the first like game kind of like segment with her?
Yeah, first time we.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
What is one topic that was difficult to talk about?
And welcome back to Filter What.
Podcast. Let's get it. This episode is sponsored by Classic Grooming.
Ladies, if you love a man with a groomed, smooth, and moisturized beard, this is an all-natural product that you would want your man to have. It is light, it smells amazing, and it'll leave your man's beard rejuvenated.
Hands down, the best products I have ever used to grow and maintain my beard. They have everything you need from beard wash, conditioners, oils, butters. So check out the link in the description or classicgroomingco.com. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Hey, what's up? It is your girl Satti, and y'all know the man to the left of me
What's
already.
up, guys? Dash, let's get it.
And welcome back to Filter What.
Filter What podcast. What's up? What's up? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm
Chilling?
feeling great. I'm chilling, you know. How are you? How you
I'm
feeling?
good, man. I'm good. You know, cooling.
Yes, good. So today is very special
Special. Why is it
because we make our 1 year anniversary today.
Y'all don't even feel like it yet. That's crazy.
It does not. Time went by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, we went from talking about this, having it, written down on a piece of paper and all these ideas to actually bringing it to life.
Yeah,
and we're here.
We got a special guest today for our 1 year anniversary.
Yes.
The team, we got
Miss
Nikki. All right, she's going to be on set, behind the scenes and all that. But today, we got something special for you guys. We're going to be playing highlights from some of our previous episodes, and we're just going to chat about them, chime in on them. It's going to be a fun episode, all right?
Yes, it is.
Ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it. So we're going to start with episode 1, which was a year ago from today.
Sheesh. The podcast. Oh my gosh, this was very unexpected. It definitely was unexpected because originally, as you know already, I told you, I was already supposed to have like a whole podcast set up with someone else. Mm-hmm. And, everything happens for a reason. It didn't work out. And you were just like, I remember you just being so like happy and just like, okay, let me know I'm here if you need help or anything. And, the idea ticked in your head one day, and it was just like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. He was like, but you know what? I think you and I should do one. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind at all. Like, it would be epic.
Yeah. So that first off, your tan was busting. Like,
oh, dang.
Summer tan was busting, but around that time, like, I don't know what's going through your mind. How'd you feel around that time? Like,
just happy and excited and just like blessed that, we've, like I said, we brought the vision to life. Like the idea was there. And then now we're actually taking those steps to making things happen. Yeah. So I was very, just in awe and just taken back like, oh my gosh, we're really doing this.
Yeah, for me, it felt surreal because, like I said, I brought up the idea. I know you're supposed to do it with somebody else, but I brought it up just to bring it up, just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
But to like really see that blossom into like, boom, when we went to go look at equipment, to then actually us doing our first episode was like surreal word. Yep. So that was a cool feeling.
Yes. Oh, man.
All right, so we're going to move along to episode 2. What would be considered my ideal day of fun? A, an outdoor nature day, hiking and meditation. B, amusement park, pool, or beach. C, good drinks, good food, good music.
C.
Yeah. You know what I like about this episode? I like the Q&A vibe, because especially this episode, it showed the dynamic of our friendship. Even though I kind of lost.
You definitely lost. I won.
Even though I got like mad wrong, because I suck at that type of stuff, but I thought it was cool because it really showed the dynamic of our friendship.
Absolutely. No, probably one of my favorite episodes, actually.
Yeah,
it just showed so much fun. And then us like having the audience also get to know us as well too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I really love that. But yes, you lost. So I was like, you are terrible at this. We got to do another one again because you got to brush up on some knowledge. Okay.
All right, so this is another clip from episode 2. I want to see if you get this right. You really know me. What would I consider mostly a turn off? A, somebody chewing with their mouth open. B, wearing wedges.
Oh,
and
God.
Wearing wedges.
Yes. I'm glad you got that right. Because you know
I
me.
remember because we had a whole conversation about this. It's not even funny.
I hate wedges, man. Like, I hate them.
They be cute though. It depends on the style. I really feel like wedges are kind of cute.
Really?
It depends.
Yo, I never seen you in wedges around me. And
Because I don't wear wedges. Like I'll wear some platforms or something, but I don't really wear wedges.
I don't like
I
them.
haven't in a while. It's been like maybe like since like early 2000s.
I hate them. Yo,
You wedge bandit.
yo, I still feel the same to this day.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you got that right because I'm like,
Of
damn.
course. How
Yeah.
could I forget?
yeah.
You
And you know
have-
that about me too, right? Yeah. I don't know.
When he see somebody in wedges, I just seen this person with wedges, and he goes off. I'm like, it's wedges. It's not a big deal.
I don't know, man. That ain't it. Y'all helped somebody move. I think I told you. I helped somebody move the other day. Just doing my good deed for the day. She seen a box fell over and wedges came out, and I was just like,
done.
yo, I'm going home. I'm going home. Word. Okay, this is episode 3. This is when we was talking about both of us working in the entertainment industry of some sort. You remember this?
Yeah.
Thus far, what are like some highlight moments in your career thus far?
Well, you mean my resume has definitely gotten longer.
That's a big
I've been doing some things.
Okay.
I'm gonna name a few. New York Fashion Week, the LA Fashion Week. Been in some series. Some big deals, and I'm extremely proud of myself because.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you, because this is something like we talked about even like since last year. I've been saying I need to really get on that side. I really need to stop playing, and now look, things are happening. I'm loving the journey that I am on right now, and we're gonna keep it. It's only up from here. I love this episode because we're talking about our journeys and things that goals we set for ourselves, and it's just like, wow, we're doing it, and I'm proud of the both of us. We came from a long way, so especially like me on my journey, it was like, okay, I gotta step it up. I got to put my best foot forward, and seeing me put in, certain rooms and accomplishing certain goals that I'm checking off. I was just like, wow, you're really, you're doing it.
No, that's dope. That's what I really like about the episode too. Cause I specifically remember I guess the previous year, you talking about things that you want to do. And then by the time that episode came, they was literally checked off and vice versa. So that episode's dope. Okay, we're gonna jump to episode 8. I think this is when we talked about why people. Can guys and girls be friends?
I'll be friends.
Yeah, be friends and all that. Yeah.
She would say, "Oh, I wish I had a man like you," or I wish I could find somebody like you.
Good question.
How do you take that? Is it weird to you?
Yeah, I had that happen before, but I haven't had it happen to where it was weird.
Okay.
You feel me? I feel like everything there's context and how it happens. You feel me?
Right.
Because that can go both ways. That can be innocent. You know what? You're a great friend. You're a great dude. I wish I had a guy like you.
You're right. Okay.
I mean, that can be innocent.
Exactly.
But the context. I wish I had a dude, nigga like you. Like I'm saying.
Exactly.
I was like,
Exactly.
trying to do it. Feels like baby boy.
I'm done. Baby boy.
I like this episode because I feel like this was an episode that was gonna like strike a nerve in a lot of people with men and women being friends. But clearly, we feel like men and women can be friends. But I just thought it was an interesting topic and a play on words.
Definitely, we heard the back and forth and the different opinions on this episode, which is good actually because that's what we wanted.
Right.
So yeah.
Episode 10. This episode was talking about money and relationships.
Can you date a woman that makes more money than you?
Good question.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have an issue with it. It would be no ego, nothing. Like you'd be able to kick your feet back and be like, yeah, baby, shit.
Because this, and I know most men probably win, but this is the thing. I'm not in competition with you.
Right.
If we're together or like we're partners, like you feel me? I'm not in competition with you. First off, I already know how I am. I know my body. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna do me. Like I've always been ambitious, so that's me. That's just me. But if you happen to make more money than me, then cool. Like I'm proud of you. Like. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you was preaching.
Yeah, I was talking.
You was talking your talk.
Yeah, but how do you feel about that? Like,
it was all truth. Honestly, we were just speaking, from experience. On top of that, and when it comes to the whole standard and everything, financially and everything like that, like that's what we're dealing with today. And it was just good to get your point of view as a, as male, and then, of course, my input, and then getting feedback from other people too.
Yeah. Thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
My take on it, I feel like, especially as a man, like ego gets in the way of a lot of things. So, like sometimes you just need to put your ego to the side, and
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely.
So this is episode 10. I believe this was like dealing with stress in the therapy episode.
Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Then I kind of like deal with stuff and like, stress or whatever. How about you? Like, what's the best way that you deal with?
Sleep. I'm taking a nap. Look, man. No, I mean that's one thing I do.
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep, and then I'll wake up and I'm out with this.
So you can sleep. You can sleep. You feel like you can sleep your problems away. Like if you're not feeling good, you can sleep it off.
No, but I'm tired, so I'm going to take a nap.
Yo, she meant that.
I did. No, I really did, and I still do it. Still to this day, that has not changed. Like. It's already draining me. Let me get some rest.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm wake back up, feel refreshed, and then deal with it.
That's not the answer I was expecting. When I asked that.
What you thought I was gonna say?
I don't know, but I'm like, okay. Or episode 14. I remember this. We was talking about cheating. Why people cheat.
Lord. Infidelity. Cry and beg for forgiveness. But when it's done to them, it's like the world has ended.
But this goes back to what we were saying earlier, and the reasons with two different preachers, and I feel like we cheat for different reasons. Men, once again, for sport, they're bored, the opportunity presents itself, stupid shit, simple shit, you feel me? But when women... I was trying to hear that. Y'all pre-planned, like y'all do things for spite, like y'all do things, y'all are different, you feel me? So I feel like that's why, not saying not to excuse it, but I feel like that's why, like,
I'm like, yeah.
You feel me? Like,
but it's not right. I feel like if you oh my God, you should be able to take it.
Yeah,
I was in my bag. I was in my feelings.
That was brewing, bro.
Oh my God.
That was cooking. Even your facial
expression. Oh my goodness. I was not hearing it from you this episode. I was like, yeah,
that's what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to push your buttons like, on that episode.
Oh, you certainly did. It said it all in my face. I was just like, yeah, are you serious? No, I'm sorry. No excuses. Yeah, memory lane. That was great. All the episodes were so great. And I feel like, they all held like a different special like moment within the show. So
what do you feel like we learned from creating the show a year ago to now?
Ooh, growth, just in general, and being able to receive feedback and, go based off that and change that, and connecting with the audience as well.
Yeah.
And I've never done, any of this. This is new to me. This was your thing.
Yeah.
So I have grown tremendously. There's more to go, but I am so proud of myself. You remember I used to be so shy and do 50 million takes.
Yeah. I remember. I definitely seen your growth. This is kind of new to me too. It's kind of different. The podcast, and a lot of people think it's just talking, but there's there's so much more that goes into it. So I think I've really grown with presence and then engaging in conversation. I learned a lot about that.
What was your favorite episode?
I have to choose one. I have two.
You have two?
Yeah. Okay. The first one is, of course, our first episode of us doing the Q&A and getting to know each other. Well, I already knew things, but whatever. I already knew things. But that was a really, really fun episode, and a lot of people love that episode too. So that was one. Another one was of course, the cheating and infidelity, because you got to me. And we were both on the opposite side, but I love that we were still able to share our own, thoughts about it and be respectful about it and, understand and see where we're coming from.
Yeah, I think, even though we was combating each other, we were still understanding. So it was a balance. So I like that too. Yeah. My favorite episode is the second episode because once again, I feel like it just organically showed the dynamic of our friendship. And so that's my favorite.
Okay.
Cool. Who was your favorite guest so far? I could choose more than one.
I did. Okay, so Yosmi was one of them. She was just so light and so bubbly and everything. Her personality it just shined through. So she was one. I think I like that episode. Another person would be Fancy, Miss Fancy Rich. But she came through swag, everything prepared.
Right.
I loved it. She showed, she even came with her own brand and everything like that. Just overall, I just loved
Definitely showed up.
The whole episode. And I want to say AR.
Okay.
Because we had so much fun. And I think that's when we did that. Was it the first game kind of segment with her?
Yeah, first time we
Oh my gosh, yes, we had so much fun. And her reactions were priceless.
Yeah, that episode was good vibes.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine's would be Fancy and Maggie. Fancy because like you said, she showed up and that episode was just effortless. It was just an effortless vibe. Just a bunch of personality, conversation flow well. So that's one of my favorite episodes. And Maggie, which we recently had, because I don't know, I just like her story. I like what she brought to the,
she
to
definitely
the show.
did have her,
Her story, her presentation and everything, and the storytelling and so those are my two favorite episodes.
Okay.
What is one topic that was difficult to talk about?
That's a good question.
Oh,
It was hard to
I would probably say it wasn't hard for me, but it was just something that I never really spoke about before. The episode where we spoke about therapy.
Oh, yes.
Because I think in that episode that's probably when I mentioned not ever meeting my father and personal stuff like that. So I think
that was a touchy
touchy
episode, definitely.
I feel like the therapy episode and when we talked about killing in hip hop, those were two back and forth heart-filling episodes.
Yeah, no, definitely. The therapy part, absolutely. I can agree with that for me because I put myself in a vulnerable, moment, and I was able to, just tell you about my experience. So that was one. Another was, I guess, the cutting family people of the
okay.
that episode.
Yeah.
Cutting your family off.
I feel like that was recent, right?
That was pretty recent, but yes, you know, because it was something that I was already like going through and in transition and everything. So it was touchy. It was definitely a touchy subject, but it was also therapeutic for me as well, talking about it. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. That was a good question.
What's one quotable line from any episode that you remember?
That's a good question. My quotable for her is just her intro, her DJ, her DJ scratching. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all peep every episode, what Satti does, like, she be doing her little dance. That's her little signature dance. So I guess that would be my quotable.
You'd be like, nah, I mean.
I
Yeah,
know.
you sound like DMX. That we
I
didn't
feel like I
get
don't
a
say
shirt.
as much anymore.
You
Well,
do.
I?
You still
I
do.
still do?
I can't. Yes.
Oh.
That's like every episode.
I don't be noticing
Nami.
that.
Nami. It's at an oldie man heart. It's like, I feel like this is just him. We need to get a shirt that says Nami. But yeah.
And last question is, do you still feel like people should not wear wedges?
I'm
Yeah.
done.
Is that a serious question? Yes. Like, yo, I don't like. Yo, first off, each his own. Y'all do what y'all want.
Right.
You feel me? You're entitled to do what you want.
Thank
It's
you.
just my personal preference. I don't like them. Like, you feel me? Like, just like you might not like something, she don't like something, you don't like any. There's certain things you don't like. I just don't like wedges. So, I'm entitled to that. Like,
Look at him getting all.
I'm just
getting
saying,
all
like,
in his yeah.
Because I don't
Got
want
him
people
worked
coming
up.
for me like, word. But I don't. Whatever. I don't like them.
It's
still don't like
okay.
him.
It is
Okay,
okay.
you're
I
right.
don't like them. All right, don't bring them around.
I'm done. Oh man.
I think you asked this, but I want to ask again. What should we expect in the next year for Filter What?
More amazing guests coming on the show, different topics, relatable topics, things you guys all can connect to. Of course, lots of heartfelt conversations, real conversations, uncomfortable conversations, laughter, and just everything just being organic. It's going to stay organic, continue to be organic. And, yeah.
I agree. Just to continue to build on what we already set foundation in.
Yeah.
More guests, more interesting topics, more interesting episodes. We'll probably have more events. That was fun. When we had
Yes, the game night.
A lot of people have fun, so we'll probably have more events. And yeah, just overall more experiences.
Yes, I look forward to just amazing and new beginnings. There's more to come.